Alright, kind of starting to put things in place. Just mocking things up. The original plan, I'm not sure if it'll work because the tolerances here are pretty tight. But I wanted to put the battery. The tire does not come all the way up in the fender here. So what I wanted to do is kind of cut out here, cut this mounting part off here, and build a box for the battery to sit in right there. It mounts in as part of the fender, right into the original mounting spot. Just kind of hide it down in the original mount, basically for the fender here. And the battery would be here, and the wires would go through the frame, come out here where my electronics tray is going to be. The rear fender plan is to bob it. This whole factory ugly spot welded mounting part here is going to be sectioned out. This is the section that's disappearing. So just some rough measurements. The initial cut will be here, and the rear cut will be here. That is an approximately 8-inch section removed, which will move the, let's see if I can get the light where you can see it. We'll move this up to about here. The factory rear of the fender will be moved up to here. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to leave part of this wiring tube on there or remove it. If I leave it, it will run from that cut piece will run from approximately here to here. My plan is to mount a rear light somewhere about in here. The seat's going to come pretty much to the end of the frame rails. Put the rear light right here, just a simple light. Some simple turn signals mounted off the side. This hole that they have this wiring clip in will probably end up being my mount hole, and I'll build a mount to go across here so that will do away with all these. But that won't be a big deal because there won't be all this weight hanging off there. So, be a simple mount. I may make it 2 holes, and I don't know. We'll see how that shapes up as I go. First tricky bit is going to be this sectioning. If I can get that right without ruining it. And just getting this thing together enough to mock up has been kind of a pain because these forks are so messed up. At some point in the past, this one had been off and then damaged, and it's, yeah, the top of the fork that slides into the triple tray here is all dinged up, which gouged up the aluminum in this. So I just got done filing the nicks off the outside of this tube, sanding the inside of the aluminum smooth again. Problem is, the way these work, I can't pull that one out right now, it's jammed in there. They have a bevel in the top of the, you're not going to be able to see it in this light. Okay, there's a beveled piece, or bevel in the top, and this goes down in there and seats and seals it off. That tube is so damaged right on the very top on this one that this isn't wanting to seat down in there properly. So I'm going to have to go in there when I rebuild these and clean that up. And well, that's as far as I've gotten today. That's what we're working on today. Nothing too spectacular, one little tiny piece at a time.